from the Vic's ring. Your DNA's on that ring. Was the sample contaminated? Let's try to examine that eyelash you collected on the victim's armchair. Segmental eyelash hair analysis is just like with the leg hair, only this is trickier. Your eyelash? What's happening here, Mac? Why is your name coming up over and over again?
Mac, I know there's no way you could have done this, but my evidence is lining up like soldiers here. I'm in the most terrible position.
Stella, wait. Listen.
No, Mac, you need to listen to me. I don't know why, but everything you're telling me seems a little left of the truth. I ran your connection to Justin. Turns out you guys have a history, as in he was the prime suspect in your first case as a CSI. Why didn't you tell me this? You need to tell me everything.
That's right, first case, and the first perp I should have nailed. He was guilty, Stella, as all hell, but I couldn't bring him to justice. Justin Davis was accused of raping a young woman named Amanda Ross. She'd ID'd Davis from a lineup, but as you know, that's not enough without the forensics. I promised her, Stella. I promised Amanda I'd find the evidence to put that guy away. But that evidence never materialized.
But this doesn't look good, Mac. We have your skin and blood on his ring. And because of your eyelash and that tissue, you've been placed at the crime scene.
I didn't do this. You know that. I can't explain the evidence yet, but I will. Plus, why would I be this crazy? Freezing a man? Posing him on the subway?
I believe you, Mac. But the forensics are telling me a very specific story. I'm sorry, but you know I need your gun and badge.
I'm not leaving the case.
All right. But you do so against the law. But you...
Lindsay, I just need to understand. How did the murderer pull off such a detailed frame?
The question's really who could have pulled this off. I mean, we're talking about DNA at a crime scene, Mac. It ain't all bad news, though. Check this out. Here's a full body scan of Davis post-thaw. Compare his rate of decay to what you'd normally expect.
Decays much faster than normal.
Bingo. It's called the Dorian Gray effect. It happens with victims frozen for a long time. Once they thaw, their decomposition tries to catch up with their true time of death. That's why a frozen mammoth decays in minutes after being thawed. It's impossible to pinpoint an exact TOD, but I'd approximate it was about a month ago at least. One thing's for sure. There is no way this guy could have punched you yesterday.
A month. That's consistent with what I learned from Davis's neighbor. Anything else?
Tests on a bunch of stuff. Nothing done yet. Duck in later, when Stella's not around.
Okay. Time to find and confront one of my oldest demons, Amanda Ross. Mrs. Ross? Been a few years. I need to talk to Amanda.
Detective Taylor, my daughter wants nothing to do with you. She's put what happened behind her. Yet every few years, you show up with new hope, some new angle, and it just triggers that awful night all over again.
Pamela, it's important.
Better be. I shouldn't, but I'll get her for you. Wait here.
Looks like it's taped shut. Bet I can get it open if I remove each piece one by one. Coffee.
sorry about my mom. You know, I've thought a lot about what I would say if I saw you again. I used to have so much anger toward you, Detective Taylor. Why are you back here?
I'm probably the last person on Earth you and your mom wanted to see again.
She moved in with me and my husband Mark after Dad's death. Hasn't been herself since he passed away.
I know. I'm pretty angry at myself, too.
Mac, listen, it used to consume me too. Blame, frustration, guilt. At one point, I think I actually hated you more than I hated the man who raped me. But I finally realized how crazy that was.
You need to know. I never gave up on putting Justin Davis away for what he did to you. I don't know if I ever would have nailed him. But someone else did.
What do you mean?
Justin Davis. He's been murdered.
I don't know what to say. What's weird is I don't know what to feel either. Yeah. Thank God I'm seeing his picture knowing he's dead. Oh God. It's all coming back. I forgot he wore that ring. How could I have forgotten that ugly thing? Those are from my mom's bistro, a little place she opened called the Generous Pour in the meatpacking district. She's quite the coffee epicure, specializes in organic, shade-grown coffee from small farms in Brazil. So you see, I'm doing okay. Sure, I have some bad days once in a while. Who knows? Maybe this news will help.
Thanks, Amanda. I'm glad you're doing okay. It's time for me to move past it, too. I gotta get back to the lab. See you around.
Thanks, Mac.
Oh. Mac.
Don't worry, Linz. Took the service elevator through the maintenance access corridor. Stop worrying Stella's gonna come down on you like a guillotine. What's the latest?
Okay, there's a couple of things we can do.
Figure out what kind of coffee we're talking about?
South American, no traces of pesticides, so it probably touts itself as organic. Does that help?
Just met my first organic roast about an hour ago. I think I better pay a visit to that coffee shop. Thanks, Lindsay.
Mac, you know you're not supposed to be here. Lindsay, you're not helping him, are you?
Look, it's okay. I need your help. I think I know who's behind all this.
Mac, you're through here. You need to leave.
Fine, you're right. Would you mind meeting me for a cup of coffee at least?
Okay. If it'll get you out of here, anything. Somehow, I get the feeling this is more than a cup of coffee.
Always is with us, isn't it? The guy in the wheelchair is Amanda's dad. Said he'd been sick for a while.
Looks like it's locked. I bet you can figure out how to open it. Wonder what this key goes to.
Bistro has a catering van. Think I saw it parked out back. That's the bag of the bike messenger who hit me last night. Catering van's worth a look.
Looking in there is beyond the scope of this office, but since you're officially relieved of your badge and gun...
Don't say another word.